Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a menace. Keep me a ranger like tennis. I'm with this shit like I'm Dennis. I started this shit, I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image. Who want the smoke? 2 to 3 came with the scope. Extended clip, longer zoom.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ryan from Bounce Manifestation. Today we're going to be talking about how to find your purpose, how to find your passions. Very important topic because as men, we all have a purpose, believe it or not. We're all born to do something great. We all came here with great energy. We're going to put out a lot of great energy into this world, and then we're going to go achieve lots of massive success, hopefully good, and do great things with that. And maybe we'll take a little bit of benefits from that too for ourselves, but for the most part, we're going to use our great energy to be a great resource to the world. Now, before I tell you anything about how to find your purpose or passion, first I'm going to have to ask you. And I'm going to have to ask you this because a lot of people are in the wrong mindset. And what I'm going to ask you is, why is it that you want to find your purpose? Why is it that you want to find this passion of yours, right? A lot of people have conflicted ways of how they look at some sort of purpose, some sort of passion. You have to understand your purpose cannot be a reason from an external source. It has to be from an internal source. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, if your purpose is simply that I want to become something great and be successful and all that stuff, but I want it because I want to get lots of women in my life, then that's a really shitty way of looking at it. Why is it that? Because the thing is, anything you're gonna working, whether it be your purpose, whether it be your passion, it's a long-term goal. It's not a short-term goal. Oh, the lenses are a little dusty. Give it a little shake. Okay. So you have to understand it's a long-term goal. It's not a short-term goal. You're not gonna stay on it today, give it up on it tomorrow, right? So if you have a goal, something like I wanna be successful, I wanna get long-term goals, I wanna get find my purpose and work on it, and my goal is to do that because I want lots of women in my life, then you gotta realize then that you're failing completely from the very beginning, because that is not how you look at your purpose. Your purpose is like, oh, I want to make lots of money, and that's why I'm looking at my purpose in a certain way. Then you'll also be failing, because that's not the point of life. Your purpose has nothing to do with whether the amount of relationships you have with other people or the type of money you're making, because purpose is long term. If you're working for 3 months for your purpose, right? And then you will be starting to you're gonna start questioning yourself. You're gonna question if it's worth it at the end of the day, because if the money's not coming in, if the relationships are not coming in, you're gonna question, is this really your purpose? Is this really why you're interested in what you're doing? So you need to understand, first and foremost, your purpose has to come from you. It has to be internal. It cannot be an external source. It cannot be because I want to flex so everybody thinks I'm this cool guy. It cannot be because I want to see how many people I can impress and how many people that can like me. Because if you're coming from that mindset, sure, you can try with that mindset, but oftentimes you will fail because you won't be able to stick to anything. You won't be able to stick to the powers that you as a human being possess. And that is to work on your purpose for yourself. Anything you should be doing to become better versions of yourself, you should be doing it for yourself. You shouldn't be doing it because you're trying to impress somebody else or trying to gain something from it. When you're trying to gain something from it, your true purpose will fail you. That's why a lot of people, what happens is when they lack their purpose, they just go do a job, they work a 9-to-5 job, and that pays the bills. Obviously you gotta live your life, so you gotta pay the bills, so you gotta do 9-to-5, but at the end of the day, you'll feel truly undesired in life. So you gotta make sure you understand that balance, and you gotta understand that it's not just about always having a great mindset, it's also about paying the bills. So just get that in order. So you have to understand, why is it that you want to find your purpose, right? That's the first thing I would ask you. So if it has nothing to do with the external sources, you're at a great start. That's good. Wow, a beautiful leaf just fell in front of my eyes. Okay, so now that you know that that's not all about how it works on when you're gonna find your purpose, you gotta understand what's gonna happen is you have different ways of looking at it, right? You have your purpose in like what you like, right? Maybe you're passionate about something because that's what you want to do, right? Or maybe that's something in the world where you want to give value to other people in the world, or maybe you want to put value in the world that is right now, so you want to make something that's something that could help the world, right? No matter what it is, there is a purpose for every single body in this world. But it's just, you have to look at what your power is at. You have to look at what your energy possesses. If your energy is to help somebody else become the best version of themselves, because that can help the world become a better world. If that is truly what you believe in, then there's no reason why you should not be doing that. But if you're the type of person where you know that you yourself need to take responsibility and go become the best version of yourself to become the best version of a person who can provide to the world, then that's a different perspective you should be looking at yourself from. So there's different ways of every way how a man can give purpose to this world, right? So you have to understand that. So what is that purpose of yours? Is it to help somebody become the best so the world can get the best? Or is it you becoming the best so you become the best for the best, right? So there's different ways of looking at it. Now, all you have to understand is that is the purpose, right? It is your true purpose of how you're gonna make the world a better place. So first, how do you go about searching for your purpose, right? You're gonna be confused because there's a lot to go through when you're gonna be finding your purpose. Purpose is not something that you're gonna find easily. We have this beautiful bridge up here, right? But you know, who started off with their purpose? Nobody started off thinking, yo, I'm just gonna build a bridge one day, right? But the purpose came to him eventually because he realized maybe, you know, we gotta cross from there to here, so we need a bridge in the middle. And then the people came up with ideas, and then they said, why not? Let's build a bridge. And people came together, and then they found their purpose, you know? Stuff like that. So you have to understand, if you wanna find your purpose, you gotta start trying things. That's the number one way to do it, right? You cannot find your purpose when you're in your head and you're thinking about it, because then you just always in an everlasting loop of thinking about things. Thinking will never get you that far. Guys, believe it or not, thinking is just, it's like, it's so non-existent, like it's ridiculous, because if you think about it, all you're doing is just, you're staying in your own head, right? You're let's say if you were a man right here, and I was just standing, right? And for the next 3 hours, I just thought about how to find my purpose. You know what really happened? In reality, nothing happened. I just stood here and nothing was achieved. So you have to understand that perspective, because if I am, oh shit, oh, I thought I stopped it. So if I'm over here and I'm just standing here, or if I'm sitting on my couch at home, or if I'm lying on my bed at home, and I'm just wondering for hours and hours what is happening, I just stayed in my head and nothing in reality was achieved. In reality, you were just a human being lying on your bed, breathing for a couple hours while your brain was functioning a little bit. Nothing was achieved. Guys, you need to understand what your reality is. Your thoughts aren't your reality all the time. Now, there is a paradox to it where they say law of attraction, where your thoughts are your reality. What you think is what you make of it. Well, yeah, if you're thinking all the time, you're not making anything of it, you won't make anything out of it. Have to understand that. So there's that, right? So how do we find your purpose? Well, let's use your thinking to use now. Take your thoughts and put it into action. Literally, the easiest thing you can do is go get a fucking notebook. Get a notebook, get a pen or pencil, fucking write your shit down. Write the shit down you like. I did this before too, because I used to think all the time. And I just wrote my thoughts into actions. I just wrote my thoughts down. I just wrote down what my thoughts looked like. I took a notebook, I had a piece of paper, and I wrote down all the stuff I liked. I wrote down, and then I would do the same thing for New Year's too. I would write down like what I wanted to achieve that year. And obviously New Year's resolutions, I failed a lot because I didn't used to be able to keep up with it all the time because I had unrealistic goals. But that was just the beginning. At least I got started. I would say shit like I want to get super fit by the next year. And I would do crazy shit. I would like run up the hills every single day. And I would eat like a bunch of food that I was trying to work with to get a better diet. But I was also in the wrong mindset back then because I was doing it to impress other people. I was doing it because I thought, oh, if I do this, then people will like me more. If I do this, then yes, I will look more cooler. So therefore I'll be more happy. All that stuff, right? So there was that, but that's because I was in a wrong mindset. But what did I do? One of the things I did do right was I was writing it down. At least I was out of my head. That's the first thing you gotta do. Because the thing is, first of all, guys, you have to understand, if you're in a low vibration energy right now, it's not gonna be an easy jump. You won't be able to just jump from here to there, just like that, from low vibration to high vibration. You're gonna go from a little low vibration to a little bit better low vibration. Then you're gonna go from like a little better low vibration. Then you're gonna go from like low vibration to, oh shit, maybe low vibration's not the way to go. Maybe I'll go from low vibration to mid vibration, right? And then about mid vibration, you're gonna stay there for a bit. You're gonna get comfortable there for a bit, and you're gonna move from there, and you're gonna go from there to high vibration, you know. But it's all a slow, gradual process of taking time. It's not gonna happen overnight. So, anyways, as I was saying, so first when I was doing it, I was still in my low vibrational state, but at least I was working on my process of getting better. But what did I do? I wrote my thoughts down. So you should do this too. Grab a notebook. Say, what do I like? I like graffitis. I like building bridges. I like grass. I like going out in the nature. I like sun, right? Write everything you like. Now you write it down. Now, ask yourself, what do you want to work on? What's the thing you feel most passionate about? Let's say you can't even pick. You like the fucking top 5. The top 5 is your fucking favorite. Start with the first one you just wrote down. Doesn't matter if the second, third, fourth, or fifth one is the one you might like more or you might want to miss out on. Don't worry about it. We're too scared of missing out. Therefore, we don't do anything. Don't do that. Just start. I'm telling you, just start, because 9 out of 10 times, your first one probably won't even be the best one. You probably won't even like the first one. But do it. Just write it down and watch what happens. When you write this shit down, you'll either stick to it or you won't. Back in the day, I used to just do everything. But then, well, you know what would happen? Every month I would give up. Every month I would get bored of it. I would go to Taekwondo 1 month, I got bored. I went to the gym 1 month, I got bored. I went to a lot of parties for a month, and then I would get bored. I would stick to social media for a month, and then I would get bored. I would go cycling for a month, I would get bored. I would go to the TTC for a month, I would get bored. Because there was no consistency. There was no passion behind any of that. But first thing I'm telling you guys is to do is write 5 things down that you're passionate about with full passion. When you write it down with passion, you're gonna understand that these are the things you wanna work with. So now let's say your 5 things started with graffiti, right? You go out, you draw beautiful graffitis like these over here, right? You're working on graffiti every single day, you paint, you do your spray paint and everything, and it's amazing, you have a lot of fun. But you're just like, I don't know, like it's fun, but I'm not really feeling it. This is not as fun as I thought it was. Like the buying of spray paints, it's so inconvenient, and there's not a lot of people I can go with to build my tribe with, to where I can have graffiti paint with, and it's just overall, it's a fun hobby, but it's not worth it. So you know what, let me try something else. The funny thing is, as long as you have it written down, let's say if this was your calling, you'll just come back to it. It's very simple, like me, like I came back to YouTube. I used to make YouTube videos for my other channel, and it has more subscribers than this channel, but I'm more passionate about this channel because this is what I truly passionate about. But my last channel, and I was making videos like 2-3 years ago, and I would make videos like not even like once a week, maybe once a fucking couple of 7-6 months, right? But in that channel, I was making YouTube videos, right? But then I kind of gave up on it because I didn't really like the type of videos I was making there. And if you go watch it, it's pretty shallow and it's pretty stupid kind of videos. But you know, I was making videos back then and there, and why did I come back to YouTube? Because it was probably my true calling, right? I still don't know. I'm young, I'm 20 years old. I like to think that I know a lot, but I still don't. That's the funny thing. But at least I'm experimenting. At least I'm out here trying my best. At least I'm doing things. So you guys gotta get on that mindset too. So if it's your true calling, you'll come back. So let's say you tried graffiti and it didn't work out, right? Now you go try something else. Maybe you're just like, fuck man, you know, let me just fucking start cutting grass. So you become the lawnmower, right? You buy a lawnmower and you go start cutting grass, and then you meet all these people and you're just like, oh shit, you know, lawnmowing is pretty fun. I thought it wasn't gonna be that fun. But then you start meeting all these people, you guys all go lawnmower together, you guys have to start having lawnmowing competitions, who can lawnmower the fastest, and the winner gets the biggest stack of grass to take home and plant, whatever, you know, it's just whatever, right? And then you found your passion. So it's just, you gotta take action. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta look. Don't just sit there and cry about it. I think a lot of people, what you're doing is you're not taking any responsibility for yourself. You're kind of just sitting there and you're hoping a YouTube video will show you the light. YouTube video will show you the light, and you'll know exactly what you gotta do, and you're gonna do it, and then magically your life will fix up. your life isn't like that. Nobody's life is like that. Nobody was born out of Bill Gates' ass, and it's just not gonna happen, right? And even Bill Gates' son has probably really had to go through some shit too. Everybody has to go through shit. Rich people have to go through shit. Poor people have to go through shit. Everybody has to go through shit. In fact, if anything, I would say if anybody has a life very comfortable, I feel bad for him, because he won't be able to take anything in life for what it is. They won't be able to appreciate life for what it is. They won't be able to have fun the way life is supposed to be, because life is, like the Buddha said, life is suffering, you know, and that's true to a lot of certain extent. That is true. Life is suffering, but that's also the joy of it, right? Because without it, life would mean nothing, you know. Because if we were just like everyday living beings, then there would be no fun to it. Like, okay, it's gonna be a harsh example. I thought about it, but you know what? I'm gonna say it anyways. Let's just think about prisoners for a second, right? They technically have everything. Let's forget the violence. Let's forget the shitty shit show that's happening every day to them. Just think about the fact that they're getting their food every day. They have shelter every day, right? Now, yeah, they have like a horrible lifestyle that they're living besides everyone, but they have everything, right? So why would they be complaining, right? They have everything. But that's because they don't have the freedom to do what they want, right? And that's what we all want at the end of the day. We all want freedom to become the best version of ourselves, to do what we want to do, to not hold ourselves back, to go and achieve the things that we were meant to achieve greatness. Because life is about achieving greatness, and I want you to achieve greatness. So if you're trying to find your passion or purpose, it's very simple. It's as simple and as complicated as you can make it. You can make it complicated like, fuck, I don't know if it's perfect or not. Or you can just realize nothing in life is perfect, and it's all about getting started. And when you get started and find the right one, you'll make it perfect. My videos right now, again, like I keep telling you guys in these videos, like I have like 6 subscribers on YouTube right now. Why am I making videos right now? Do I think I'm the shit? I honestly don't. But what I do know is if I make a video every single day from today to 2 years from now, I'm gonna be damn near close perfect for some people, where they will be like, oh shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy's making great YouTube videos. And I would feel great with myself because I wanna be able to make good YouTube videos like that. So why did I start? Did I start to impress people? Did I start to gain something out of it? No, I started because I wanted to be better for myself. I wanted to be a better YouTuber. I wanted to be a better speaker. And so I'm here and I'm trying it out and I'm liking it so far. And guys, let me tell you something. I've tried a lot of things before this. I've tried maybe I'll show you guys one day, but in my room I have my whole barbering shop set up, and I cut hair for people, and I love that shit. Like it's one of my passions, I could say, but it's more like a hobby. Like it's not really my passion. It started off as a passion at some point. I work with daycare kids, right? So I work with like teenagers, 9 to 12, and stuff like that. So what would happen is a lot of them would come to camp or come to the daycare, and they don't have they can't afford to get a really nice hairstyle, right? So they would come with like their basic like $9 buzz cuts, right? And so I really I emphasize with them, because I remember when I was a kid, my mom would never let me have really a stylish hairstyle. She would just like buzz my cut, not like what I have right now. At least now I have like a nice fade. Actually, I gotta get a haircut. It's kind of getting there. But what's happening is I used to never be able to get nice haircuts, so I would emphasize with them. So what I did was I went out and I learned how to cut hair, so I could cut the hair for my kids, right? And I did it for a while, and I really enjoyed it, and I still enjoyed it. I cut hair for people all the time. Video cut off, guys. But as I was saying, so I used to cut hair for people all the time, and what I realized is, you know, that I do love cutting hair and I do have a passion for it, but it was like a hobby. It wasn't something I was gonna pursue for a long time. And how did I figure that out? I had to go try it out. I can assure you, if I was just thinking about, I can become a barber, maybe I'll become the best barber. If I just kept thinking about it, or if I could become a barber, if I could just kept thinking about it, I wouldn't know. You can't know by thinking. You can't scale your thoughts. You can't scale it. You can't scale your thoughts. What you can scale is the action you take. You can scale if you went out there, got the barbering, and realized how much you can achieve and how much you can't achieve. So you gotta do it. Same thing with women. You can't think your way to get a woman. You gotta go out, try it, talk to them, and scale your way. Everything is scalable in life. So your passion, your purpose, it's all gonna come with after you try things out. Like I said, when you write down the 5 things, pull out your notebook, you write down your 5 things that you're interested in. First, barbering, you tick that shit off. Now you realize that's not something you're too interested in. Now you go to the next one. Maybe you're gonna be The next best YouTuber. You try it out. You click YouTuber. Now you might like it, you might not like it. Boom, you go to the next one. Now you want to be an artist. Now you try it. Now maybe you really resonate with artists, right? Now you keep working on artists. You become a better version of an artist. You paint. You become really good at it. Now that you're really good at painting, now you want to help out people who don't know how to draw that well. Now you found your purpose. Go help out people who need help in painting. Now you can go help them out. And with that, you find your purpose. With that, you find your passion. But you cannot find your purpose or passion by thinking or watching YouTube videos. No one's gonna give you the light. Like I said, you gotta go get it on your own. You gotta go figure out yourself. As a man, you have responsibilities. I know with the mainstream conditioning and the way people are teaching us nowadays, it's just like, be comfortable, guys. Don't take risks. Just be happy. Everything will come to you. Life is fucking nirvana. Life is not nirvana, right? You can achieve nirvana if you work on it. You can go achieve your own nirvana, but life isn't nirvana, right? So to achieve your goals, you gotta go put in the work. You gotta put in a little bit of work. You can't get anything without putting in any work. Anything you put will double down on your life, right? Anything you do will scale on your life. If you put hustle into your life and success into your life first, you're gonna double down on that. If you put negativity and energy draining in your life, that's gonna double down on that. Just like if I were to smoke cigarettes today, tomorrow I'll be smoking. The day after I'll be like, you know what, weed isn't so bad. The third day I'll be like, alcohol would be pretty cool too. Fourth day I'll be like, you know what, maybe I can just have so many sex and then I don't need to bust anymore. And then by the sixth day I'll be like, let me just waste all my money because who cares about a future, right? And you go in a spiral like that. Versus if you're in the hustle mindset, you're just like, today I want to save my money. Tomorrow I want to take cold showers. Since I'm taking cold showers, it helps me recover, so I'll start working on it. If I work out, I gotta start eating healthy. If I eat healthy, maybe I'll be able to run longer. If I run longer, I'll be more in the moment, so maybe I'll meditate more. Everything you do in life will have a pattern that will follow through. If you're following on a negative low vibration energy, you'll keep falling down. If you're following a high vibrational successful energy, you're gonna keep moving up. Whatever you're trying to achieve and whatever you're building on, it will spiral on its own. It will roll. It's like a snowball, right? Top of the mountain, you drop a snowball, the lower it's going, the bigger it's getting. Now it's up to you what kind of energy you want to make it happen. Do you want your life to go in shit? Because if you wanted to, you can make it. You can make it shittier. You can start doing little things that make your life worse. 2 years from now, your life will be horrible. You can try doing little things that make your life better today. By 2 years, your life will be much more greater. So it's just the risks and successful powers you're going to take and evaluate for yourself what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. So simply, let's recap what you got to do to find your purpose. First, get out of your head. Your head is not where you're going to be. You can't think your way out of the problems. Simply, if you write it down, that's you taking action. Writing down, you think like writing down is the same thing as me thinking. It's not. It's not the same thing as thinking. You putting your thoughts into paper is moving your hands, taking action. Anytime you're taking action, you're doing better. Taking action is better than mindset. But if you're taking the wrong action, that could be wrong too. So find your balance, find your way where you can find the right type of action you can take. So first, fix the mindset. Second, take massive action. Write down everything you're interested in. Write down anything you could potentially be interested in. Write down things you want to try but you've never tried it out. Third, take massive action. Was that second, massive take action? You know what? Massive action is the way to go. Take massive action. The more action you take, the more you'll learn things. The more you do, the more you have experience, the more you know, the more you understand what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And when you know what you want to do, stick to it. Get better at it. Be the best version of yourself in it. And get yourself ways to become the best version of yourself in it. Like if I wanted to be a barber, or if I wanted to be a YouTuber, then I can just do those things, right? I can just be a barber and YouTuber, but I can also realize that, hey, if I start meditating more, I'll have more focus in my barbering and YouTubing. Hey, if I start taking cold showers more, I'll be more fluent in my conversation, so I can talk to my customers in barbering, or I can talk to my people in YouTube. If I start eating healthier, I will look more fit. Maybe in YouTube, more customers will be attracted to that person and will want to listen to him, and therefore my message will be easier for them to absorb when it comes from a powerful person. Same thing for my customers from barbering. Maybe when I'm a barber and I'm looking fit and healthy, they'll be like, whoa, this guy takes his style seriously, I should go to him for barbering. No matter what you do, there is a foundational stuff like cold showers, meditating, all that stuff, but I'll talk about them all the time. What you gotta understand is first finding your balance, getting out of your head, taking massive action. And when you do all these things together, put them into your life, put them into your life's perspective, you will achieve a great life and you will find your purpose and you'll be happy with it. Now, a lot of people are in that situation where you're like, there is my purpose, right? Like, I want to find my purpose. I want to be happy. I want to do these things, but I can't find it, right? So that's why it's very important for you to find it. And how you're going to find it is just by taking massive action. It's not that hard. Write everything down and start doing things right now. And let's say you run out of the things on your list, you'll find more stuff. I assure you, you won't run out of things in your list. There's lots of things you want to try. You will find new things to try out. And if you have 5 things in your list and you tried all of them and it doesn't work, go back to the first 5, retry it. Maybe there's something you didn't do right. You have to give it your best before you give up on it, right? You can just be like, I'm gonna start barbering. You took a scissor, you cut somebody's hair today and it turned out shit. Tomorrow you're just like, oh, I'm gonna give up. No, you gotta go buy a trimmer, you gotta go buy a shaping, you gotta go learn how to fade, you gotta go learn how to shave, you gotta learn how to style, you gotta learn how to use a razor. There's so much you gotta learn. You gotta learn all that shit. Without learning, you won't be able to get anywhere. So learn and become better. And when you become the best version, when you become the best barber and you achieve all the skills, or maybe you have necessary enough skills that you have achieved and you still think, maybe this isn't it. Maybe I'll try something else. And if not, I'll just come back to it. Come back to it. I did this with YouTube. I came back to YouTube and I'm doing it and I'm having so much fun doing it because I found the right way to do it this time. So I think I cleared up everything in this video. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop me a fucking subscribe because you want more awesome content like this. Give me a thumbs up, comment down below if you want me to clear up anything in this video. Share this video with like-minded people, and with that being said, I will see you in the next one.